The American businessman wants Liverpool. Liverpool's search for new investment continues as the 2022-2023 season restarts this week. It's been over a month since it became known that Fenway Sports Group had surprisingly put the Reds up for sale. They have owned the club since 2010 and oversee Liverpool's return to the top of European football. But now FSG has released the Anfield outfit. Recently, it has been reported that a partial sale will be preferred instead of a full sale. A number of parties have been associated with a potential takeover. These include a Saudi Qatar consortium, a German group and Dubai Investment Capital. In addition, other American prospective buyers are reportedly also willing. And a US investor looking to enter the world of football can see value for money in Liverpool. With price tags ranging from £3 to £4 billion being discussed, it may be more prudent to invest in an MLS club or create one. That's why Bournemouth's new owner, Bill Foley, is considering buying Liverpool. The American businessman bought the Cherries for £120 million. Speaking to the BBC, Foley admitted that buying Bournemouth made much more sense than starting his own MLS side in Las Vegas. Foley, who also owns NHL outfit Vegas Golden Knights, said, "I looked at it, I studied it, and I was pretty serious about it. MLS unfortunately requires a stadium to be built, and in the United States that costs $600 to $700 million. The franchise fee itself is $300 million I think, so you're in for $1 billion before you have a team. I thought Bournemouth was a bargain. I'm buying a Premier League team that already has a stadium, as players, and I can improve it. I don't see us being involved in MLS. I'm just not that interested," he said. According to the latest allegations, it is said that the American businessman can get a share from the partial sale of Liverpool. FSG announced that it is selling the club's shares in order to increase the transfer budget and investment capital of the club. More concrete developments may occur in the coming days. The Reds entered the George Hall transfer race. Liverpool entered the race to sign George Hall, who played for Birmingham City. The 18-year-old made 22 appearances for the Blues on the under-18 and under-21 teams, scoring 6 goals and providing 3 assists along the way. Hall has currently played 20 senior matches for the Championship club, which shows how much respect he has at the club. His performance has been impressive and the teenager has 3 Premier League suitors chasing him ahead of the upcoming January transfer window. According to a recent report from Football Insider, Liverpool and Merseyside rivals Everton have joined the race to sign Hall, along with senior team Leeds United, who had a rejected offer for the youngster. The report states that the Reds planned a move for Hall because they wanted to bring in a rising star midfielder who could graduate to their first team. As Liverpool make a move for another young midfielder who has made his way through Birmingham's youth ranks in the form of Jude Bellingham, this adds to the belief that the Reds are keen to add some young players to their roster. On what Koppits can expect from Hall, the Blues head coach Martin Olorenshaw said of him last year, "He's explosive, dynamic and has the courage to influence games. He's a really exciting player with a ceiling to achieve anything he wants to achieve." He has recently gained international recognition, which is a huge achievement, a testament to all his hard work and a reflection of his character. With all of this in mind, if Liverpool's scouting network believes Hall will be a suitable addition to Jürgen Klopp's squad and can be a regular ace team figure, the Reds should do whatever they can to get him to Anfield. Liverpool has recently turned their transfer policy towards young names and the average age of players transferred last summer is at a very low level. It is true that Liverpool has an aging group of players, but the club's turn to younger players to make this overhaul presents a promising option. The manager claimed that Liverpool would find it very easy to sign the Brazil as permanently. Liverpool are encouraged to make a permanent move for midfielder Arthur Melo as his manager believes a deal would be welcome. Agent Federico Pastorello spoke to Tatamerkatub about Arthur and his future after the end of the season. Pastorello first stated that Arthur has no chance of returning to Juventus in January. Some wondered if Liverpool could prematurely end Arthur's loan transfer and send him back to Italy. However, Pastorello claims that this did not happen and that Arthur will finish the season as a Liverpool player. Pastorello added that it could be easy to secure a permanent deal for Arthur if Liverpool want to keep Arthur. Massimiliano Allegri now looks ready to remain as Juventus boss. This means that Arthur's future in Turin looks rather bleak in Pastorello's eyes. He added that as a result it would be fertile ground for a longer-term deal for Arthur and let Liverpool know they could keep him. He will remain 100% at Liverpool in January. This is something that has never been discussed. I don't know who questioned the rumors about his possible return to Turin, but that is certainly not the case, he said. It is not stipulated in the contract and there is no possibility because no one questioned the length of his stay. Neither Liverpool nor the player. As far as next season is concerned, the current season is coming to an end and we'll see what happens next. There's no real redemption, but if Allegri continues at Juve, a solution will have to be found. So when Liverpool want to renew their loan or make an offer, it's an efficient option. I think they will find ground, he said. Pastorello is doing well here and is trying to persuade Liverpool to keep his client. But at this stage, we can't even imagine Liverpool planning to keep Arthur. The 26-year-old played just 13 minutes for Liverpool, arriving in the Champions League match this September when he started as a substitute. Arthur has been crippled since then and Liverpool haven't seen enough of him to decide on a longer-term deal. The Brazilian will need to have a sensational second half of the campaign to make Liverpool even consider keeping him. It seems more likely that Liverpool will make deals for other midfielders rather than gamble on Arthur finding his best form. Jude Bellingham, Enzo Fernandez and Sofian Amrabat are tight-lipped. So Arthur has a real mission to change his Anfield career. In fact, we can see Arthur as a panic transfer as the transfer window is closing. The Brazilian player was already unable to take time in the Italian team and Liverpool came to collect the midfield. However, his lack of fitness was too much and he struggled for a while to get to the team level. He took time out of some of the U21 Liverpool games and did extra work on the team's holidays. In fact, Arthur Melo's move was surprising, while a player who was already ready for Liverpool midfield was expected. As a matter of fact, at this point, it is obvious how wrong this transfer is. Liverpool were left without a lot of alternatives in the first part of the season due to injuries in the midfield. When a new one is added to this, things can get annoying. Liverpool have plans to use Arthur Melo in the second half of the league. However, it will still take time for the player to be ready. If Arthur makes his mark for Liverpool in the second half of the league, perhaps the option to buy at the end of the season can be considered. However, in the current situation, it seems very unlikely that this option will be used. Liverpool may offer an alternative to leaving midfielders, but it's clear that Liverpool definitely needs prime midfielders.